Okay. Hello. Hello, classmates. My name's Christian Turner. Just a bit about the introduction. I'm an animation and game development major. That's what I'm going to school for. Um, some other stuff about me. I'm trying to get started as a YouTuber and I write manga. I'm pretty introverted and like to spend most of my time working on my different hobbies. A lot of them involve writing and therefore communication in some way, which has been a little interesting, a little challenging because of my introverted nature. I don't really do a lot of applied communication. I do more of the theoretical stuff through my writing, so some of the times it feels like it doesn't come across as well as it does in my head, and everybody gets that, but I'm trying to learn as a writer how to make things work. So that's kind of me, game development and writer for different stuff, YouTube scripts and manga, and have yet to feel successful at it. But whatever. Question part two, whatever. What do I know about this course? And essentially nothing. The name, interpersonal communication, like interstate being between states, the interpersonal is talking about from one person to another person or between parties, communication between different people or different parties. So that's essentially as far as I know. I kind of wrote this script ahead of time, and in it I give two examples of how introverted I am. A 15-second phone call is too long for me. Um, Particularly when I'm talking with someone I'm familiar with. Like I need to get a ride from my dad home from work, so I call him. He's like, "Hello." I say, "You coming?" And he's like, "Yes." And I say, "I'm good." I say, "Good," and hang up. That's it. Very. I know it would be. I know it's a little abrupt, rude, even, but that's kind of how I like to conduct the communication, very much with purpose, and once the purpose has been completed, there's no reason for the communication. Um, at work, I also try to do everything myself so that I don't have to talk to people, even to the small extent, to ask for help. This, I'm pretty introverted. Um, Maybe that makes me seem worse than I actually am, but I like to keep to myself and from point A to point B as fast as possible, whatever. Um, so I don't know a whole lot about interpersonal, even from a social aspect, interpersonal communication. I think I communicate myself pretty well, but I don't really know about this subject in an academic sense. Um, Three, what I hope to is accomplished in this class, or what I hope is done throughout this class. I don't really have any specific hopes since I don't know enough about the course to have expectations of how to learn this skill. Um, what I do hope is building social confidence and comfort in social situations, kind of try to rebuild my social life. I know it's not all going to be done in this course, but yeah, yeah, the interpersonal is part of is was the key word for me choosing this course over other communication courses. Um, the other thing was building on the syllabus said this builds on critical thinking and researching skills. So I hope to build those up too. Those are critical thinking, especially is something that I feel has should have much more prevalence, especially in earlier education. But it just has just always felt underappreciated to me. And number four, what I hope is not done throughout the course, things I guess I want to avoid. I don't have any. I'm okay with essentially whatever to learn this subject. Um, I'm taking a position of humility and like uh, the course is going to have what's needed. So even if it goes outside of my comfort zone, that's what's needed to grow uh, in this course. So really at UVU, at college, to get an education, to be put through an education, um, and not all of that is going to be in comfort zone. So I'm good with however this goes. Um, Obviously, I'm comfortable with doing videos since I'm rambling so much and this is taking way too long. This is why teachers need to have time requirements to keep these videos short. But 5 and 6 are pretty much just questions. Together are pretty much just questions in general about the course and the syllabus and the major and everything. And I don't have questions. I would put them down if I had any, but I watched the video, kind of glanced through a lot of the um, links and drop downs, but I'm really taking this class because it's a general requirement for to fulfill a general requirement every degree has. Um, I'm just trying to blast through my major so I can get a degree. I'd like to continue my education after that. I would like to come back and take classes, maybe even take full communication major after I get my bachelor's. But I need to blast through, get a better job so that I can afford living. Um, so I don't really have enough interest in the subject to have questions based off of interest. I don't have enough knowledge on the subject to have questions based. I said it, I think I said it well in my notes. I know just enough about the subject to think I understand what it is, and not quite enough to know what I don't understand. So I don't know what my questions should be, so I don't have any questions. I'd prefer to have questions, but I've always felt like I understood the subject, particularly in Spanish class. A lot of the other, back in high school, like a decade, almost a decade ago, a lot of the other students had a lot of questions, and I felt off because I just felt like I got it. Um, I I did like 30 minutes of study a week and got A in the class. It came very naturally. Questions are what don't come naturally to me, so sometimes that's off-putting, but I do ask them when they come up. I'm very comfortable asking questions because I'm here to grow and I've been around the failing is okay mentality enough. Anyway, 8 minutes, no time requirement. I'm going to keep it because I'm lazy. I should re-record and try to get it at least half as long, but rambling done. Goodbye.